guys, it's Blake from the Lost Cryptids Conservatory channel. In today's Day Scout video, I try to find some more evidence of Sasquatch in my area. I go trekking through the swamp, I push through some gnarly thickets, and I end up finding some interesting things. Some random tree breaks, randomly placed branches, and also a pretty big chunk of a tree that's leaned up onto another. So stay tuned for that. I think it's very interesting, and it's of course in an area where I've had lots of activity before. So I am just adding all this up, and hopefully one day I get closer and actually can get them on film, because that is my goal. So I hope you guys enjoy this video.
Man, this would be a great spot to sit. Alright, we're gonna make our way that way. Alright, let's continue on. It's kind of hard to get this angle right when I'm doing this. It's not too deep here, but I'm sure I'll sink in to the muck. Switch over to my left. That's why a walking stick would help so much. You just have that extra balance point, and it can save you. You know, there's so much things that you could be like, oh, tree structure. It's just nature. Any bloody fool can point out something and say it's Bigfoot made. You gotta investigate the details. I just don't think a lot of people do that. A lot of people think they just get excited. They want something, they want evidence, they want Bigfoot interactions, and it's about luck. Being in the right place at the right time and luck. And if they choose to do something, they'll do it. If you come across some signs or structures of Bigfoot, it's going to be details of manipulation. Details of, you know, sticks being there that don't belong to the same tree species. Broken weaved ones that just cannot have fall. They don't come from the same tree. Those are the ones I like. When it's something, it's not from the same tree, not even from the same area. There's no stump around. Like, to me, that's that's the detail that you're looking for. You know? But see, there's a game trail that goes right through there. Actually, you guys can't see it, of course, but and there's a trail that goes over here. So I always like the creek edge, but I think I'm gonna push up into this thicket so you guys can see. Alright guys, so this let's play here. There's no actually other trees. I'll show you here in a second. There's no other trees where this came from. This is pretty big. It's heavy, even though it's dead. I'd have a hard time lifting it up or carrying it anywhere. I didn't find no tracks or anything. But this tree, it did not come from here. Nor did it come right here. Because, and I'll show you. That would be the bottom end, right? The bottom end, top end. Should take measurements, but from here to there is ripped off the tree, and that's a lot bigger than this gap right here to here. You know, from there to the top is bigger than this. That's where it got peeled from. This came from right here. There used to be another smaller piece, which I don't know where's that at. There's a log right there. Now there's this, which I already investigated, and it keeps going all that way. This is not a part of that, and I will splice in that clip probably right now. Not too close, but oh, see, let's see how far this is. See, that tree went up pretty high. I don't think it's from that tree either, guys, because if it was from this tree, I expected it to be further up here. It would have to fall over that way as this tree's pushed this way. This is kind of unstable, kind of dumb, but easier than going around. So it does not appear to be broken up there, and it had to be on this side facing this way. If it was that piece downward, there's no way it could have fell that way, you know. I don't think. I'm looking at these trees. There's a hunting blind or something right there. Yeah. Freaking. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. This is probably maintained by whoever hunts this spot. They probably cleared it out years and years ago, and they I really don't see any food plot in here, but they definitely hunt it. So, as you can see, this is randomly placed here, and this is awesome because it's huge. It's heavy. It did not fall. It did not come from that. It did not come from that, which is what I first expected. But the tree is intact and it goes all the way that way. There's no other trees by. I didn't come from up there. I didn't see any damage done to place where this came from. And this has been dead, sitting for a while. Now it's not as dead as that because it's not on the ground, but as you can see, the moss has been growing up at the bottom. So, and it's more green than this moss. So that tells me, at least I believe, and I'll even dig in here just to make sure. It's been here for a while, but let's get a little stick. I mean, you can already tell that this did not grow on the ground like this. You can tell that's the top, that's the bottom. It's thicker here. I'm guessing that it's just literally, I don't know what it means. It's all speculation, but you know, that's right there, and there's some tree stands right there, hunting stands, so maybe it's a sign for that. I don't know. I thought it was very interesting, and it's tall. You know, I'm 6 foot. That's probably, you know, 12 foot. This is why Bigfoot can easily get away from people. People say, oh, I'm gonna go chase Bigfoot. Good luck. Good luck. The key is for them, the key to get evidence and activity is for them to feel comfortable enough, or for them to be bold enough to cause you to they're bold enough to get you out of the area. They're going to cause noises and do stuff, but if they're trying to hide and you get them curious and you get them feeling confident that you're not going to freak out, shoot them, or do something stupid, and you acknowledge them, you know, they pick up on that, they'll realize, be respectful, and you're going to get some good activity that they choose to do. And that's better than an aggressive activity trying to scare you out of the area. So I'm gonna go walk in the creek, make sure I don't drop any of my electronics. All right, I think I'm good. Woo! Oh, it's not too bad at all. That goes to the swamp. That goes to that tree stand I want to go to, but let's go this way. Alright, welcome to Lost Cryptids Conservatory. We're walking along this creek. I am looking for tracks on the bed. I am looking for any indication of evidence of Sasquatch. Now here we have, I think those are raccoon. It could be otter actually. But something, you know, gets up and goes. So, deer. But we're just cruising along the creek. Woo. Getting deep right there. It's cutting in pretty good. Ooh. Ah, it feels nice. There's an old Gatorade. I hate trash. I hate when people leave trash out here. It irritates me. Because, you know, you bring it out here, bring it back. Put it in your book bag, trash bag. It doesn't matter. Get up in here. Squatch track.
Now you can see mine, how, well, I wear shoes, so, you know, these are all, like, curved in. In a Squatch track, they're more,
Spread out from not wearing shoes. So it feels nice to be out here barefoot too. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit harder to cross. Ooh. I should have brought shorts. I could have changed into them. Oh. Also, a walking stick would be very useful, because when you're coming off it, you sink into the mud until you actually get into the water. Oh. Whew. That feels good. I didn't see no fish or anything, although I'm probably scaring them as I go along. Man, that gets deep right there. Getting deeper as we get to the swamp. And, you know, I could have brought my muck boots, but honestly, there's places where it's just too deep, and sometimes, like today, I feel like I cross it, and if I'm wearing pants, I'm wearing pants. If I have my shoes on and decide to go on off, I keep my shoes on, but this time I didn't want wet socks and wet shoes the whole day walking back and forth. Like right here is a great spot to literally ambush the fish when it's so low like this, or turtles or anything. I have to check for, I think it's still too cold, but I gotta check for leeches when I get back. Looks like something's been laying right there. I don't know if the camera can even see that. All right, we're up the creek a little bit more. As you can see, some trash. So as you can see, we're up the creek a little bit more. And still not finding any Bigfoot tracks, which, you know, I don't expect to. That's all luck. Just being at the right time, right place, right time. It's pretty deep up in there. I already got my pants wet, but, you know, I got stuff in my back pocket, so I don't want to go too deep. That's kind of interesting. But again, you can't tell. Whew. A little deeper, a little deeper, a little darker. I mean, it's just a great place to hunt. I might hunt here. Now, there's supposed to be a tree stand around here somewhere, but man, this is a good place. Getting a little deep right here. Getting a little, getting to the maximum I want to go. Get up on here. Oh. And that's why big rivers, you know, this is a small creek. That's why big rivers are so dangerous, because you're literally, especially if you're caught by one, you're caught. It dips down and it sucks under there, sucks you underneath there. You get trapped underneath logs and stuff, or you get trapped underneath the bank where it cuts out, it cuts the groove in. That's why water is very powerful, very dangerous, and it actually holds energy. That's why whoa, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that crayfish is pretty big. Dang, I know you can't see him. Oh, I wish I could stick the camera in the water. I tell you what, if he pinches me, I'm gonna feel it. Maybe there'll be something else when I come in there next time. I'm kind of opening up to the gifting idea, non-food, of course, because you know, only a certain number of things are going to be interacting with objects. Birds, crows and raccoons are the number one that are going to mess with marbles, colorful objects, shiny objects. Crows collect that. Raccoons too. They like that stuff. So you have stuff going missing, especially if it's shiny, colorful. Raccoons and crows will take that. So, but they get moved around or something gets left for you. Now that's a little bit different. All right, guys, we got another tree break. This one's been on the ground for a while, but it didn't come from there. There's no breaks or snaps above where it should have came from. Looks like that appears to be the same kind of tree, and it's broke off kind of like that, but it's not even that same kind of tree. Actually, this looks like a birch bark or something, a soft bark. Yeah, birch. Completely different tree. There's no stumps around. There's no indication of where these came from. That one got peeled right off. I don't see where it came from. I thought that was interesting, and I don't know, they're not used for anything. That's used for. Alright, guys, we're going to cross the swamp. I'm already wet, so it doesn't matter, right? So, we're gonna cross it. We're gonna get muddy. Hopefully there's a big log to cross that creek over here. Otherwise, I'm got a long walk that way, so. But I think if I cross right here, I'll be in a pretty good area where there's tree structures at, some big ones. Or I might be 100 yards this way or that way, I'm not quite sure. But I am going to just get muddy, and I don't care. I hope I don't lose my shoe, because they're not tied on the best. For a second, I thought I got mud on the camera. And yeah, you know, if you got cuts on your feet, you probably shouldn't do this. I take a shower when I get home. I don't know, I feel healthy or stuff like that. I try not to let things bother me, like, oh, I might get sick if I go through here. And all that. I just do it. I don't care, whatever. Humans have always, yeah, I don't know, humans have always been walking through swamps and stuff in places. And plus, if you don't get exposed to the stuff that's out here and build up some type of immunity, the more I think about it, the where all the tree structures I was going to go to are way that way. I'm at like the halfway point. I know the more I go that way, there's not gonna be that many trees to cross. So I'm gonna go that way. I guess I'll go to where those big tree structures are next time, and I'll gift. I still have it in my backpack. I don't know. I bent it over pretty good. I'm gonna gift that blue golf ball. So this is why I got the headband. I don't want hair flying everywhere and getting in my way all the time. So turtle or something. I didn't see it. Maybe the camera did. Man, the more I look, the more I do not like. I might have to really, I'm gonna try to cross right here, but I might have to really get wet. Not worried about this, I'm worried about that other channel. As you can see, I like going in these places because if you don't go into these harder places to get to, you don't get dirty, you don't get wet, you're not gonna find stuff. You know, what if I came out here and I found an awesome trackway? But it never would have happened if I don't come out here. The answer is always no until you say yes or until you go and try. The answer is always no. You know you're never gonna find tracks, you're never gonna do that because you're not going out to try. I think I can cross here. It actually is shallow enough. I might be able to cross that way. Otherwise, I'm gonna cross here, cross there, jump that big log, and hopefully get over to where that stump's at, cut over that way. But it's dangerous up in here, you know? I could step and go all the way up, all the way past my waist, you know? I know it's muck. That wasn't too bad. This isn't too bad either, honestly. But I was sinking to this though. You can see the hard, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but the lighter sand right here compared to this dark right here, this light stuff is harder stuff. That dark stuff is muck and you're gonna sink into it a little bit. You got this duckweed or whatever. It's edible. You can eat it, I'm sure. Squatches eat it. And they gotta utilize everything out here. Now, if I was down in Florida in the south, I don't think I'd be doing this. Just because I don't want no, 8 to 12 foot gator munching on me. Oh, you know. So I'm glad I live in Michigan, because I can go do this. Although it always bothers me, you get to some of these deeper waters, there's something bubbling right there. Looks like I don't know, it's something. I don't know, there could be swamp monsters, or I don't know, anything up in those murky waters. This is not looking promising, but already committed. Big old poop right there. Holy crap. It's pretty good. But coyote could do that. And I have seen a coyote out here. Beautiful lone coyote. Even came across his nest the one time in the video during winter. That is something you don't want to do, just jump. But usually on these islands of grass, they got a pretty solid foundation, usually. But you don't want to just jump. I do carry some rope, not super strong rope, but it's sturdy enough to get myself out if I need to. It's weird how it gets real shallow right here. That's interesting, but actually, you know what? That kind of looks like a canine. I don't think you guys can see. This top part looks canine right here. That's probably a double step. But here's another track. Yeah, it gets real deep right there, but looks like it gets deep right there. I almost can walk it. I'm gonna have to get on this log. Pretty sure. Yeah. It gets way deep right here. Alright guys, back in the trail. We're gonna head home and get some food. I'm starving. Been out here all morning, most of the day, going through swamp. But there's some pretty good finds, and I think that the more you get out in the woods, the more you're gonna come across. Not everything is Bigfoot, but you're gonna come across some things that are hard to explain. Definitely not nature related.